Hello, lovely students. If I ask you some question to you, what is the value of the expression infinity minus infinity? What is the value of 0 to the power 0, 0 divided by 0? What is the value of infinity by infinity? What is the value of 0 multiply infinity? What is the value of 1 to the power infinity, infinity to the power 1, 0 to the power infinity, infinity to the power 0? What is the value of this kind of expression? Some people say the result is 0, some people say result is infinity, some people reply the answer is like undefined, some people say indeterminate, even some people say indeterminate plus undefined. So what is the actual answer? Today I'm going to explain what is the answer actually and what is the logic behind the answer. Okay, so let's start with an expression. For example, like infinity minus infinity. If I asked you what is the value of infinity minus infinity of this expression, you know some like for example 2 minus 2 equals to what? 0. You will apply your logic here. If both parts are same, then the result is 0, like 3 minus 3 equals to 0 now. So simply you can say the value or the result of infinity minus infinity equals to 0 by applying your logic. But this is not correct, right? Why not correct? Why this is not considered as, why 0 is not considered as the value or result? Okay, let me explain. Okay, focus on this logic. For example, if I asked you infinity minus infinity, infinity minus 1, what is the value of infinity minus 1? Certainly you will reply infinity. It's quite common sense now. You minus a small number from a large number, what will be the result? Certainly the large number only now. Okay, so infinity. So can I just let me interchange this value? Okay, I'm changing nothing more than this. So can I write like this way? Infinity minus infinity equals to 1. Certainly we write like this way. We can write, consider infinity minus 2. If I asked this question, what is the result? Certainly you will reply infinity. Can I write like this way? Infinity minus infinity equals to, okay, okay, another one, infinity minus 3 equals to certainly infinity. Can I write like this way? Yeah, infinity minus infinity equals to 3. So here consider what is our expression infinity minus infinity. This expression producing multiple results, right? More than one results. This is our expression, and what is the results? Results is maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5, maybe 6, maybe 7. Multiple values, multiple results are possible, right? Okay, so this kind of expression, if any expression makes multiple results or more than one results, then this kind of expression is considered as indeterminate form. Have you got? Okay, what is indeterminate form? Terminate form, right? I hope you got this point. What is indeterminate form? Let me repeat once more time. If any expression produce more than one result, then this kind of expression is considered. What is the result? What is the value? Considered as indeterminate form. This kind of expression is indeterminate form. Okay, so don't say infinity minus infinity equals to 0. If anyone asks you what is the answer, infinity minus infinity is an indeterminate form. Okay, now, okay, this is our first one. Okay, whatever, consider the second expression. For example, if I asked you like what is the value of 0 divided by 0, like, so what is the answer? But before that let me explain one more things. Okay, just focus on this one. This is our expression now, right now, 0 divided by 0. For example, if I ask you 4 divided by 2, what is the result? Certainly you will say 2 now. Why 2? Because if we multiply, this is the division now. If we multiply this result and this divisor, then what is the answer? Answer is the 4, right? Okay, the upper part. Okay, in the same case, for example, 9 divided by 3, what is the result? 3. Why not 4? Why not 4? Because if we multiply 3 and 4, the answer is not 9, right? So why 3? We are choosing why 3? We are selecting 3 because, okay, what is the logic here? If we multiply this 3 and this 3, then what is the answer? We get the our part now. Okay. If we multiply the result with division now, then we get our what? Dividend, right? Okay, in the same case, sir, consider, okay, one more things. For example, like 12 divided by what? For example, 3. What is the answer? Answer is 4. Why? because if we multiply this 3 and this 4, then we get this 12, right? This upper part. Okay, leave this one. So this is answer for why not 5. Why not 5 answer? Because if we multiply this 3 and this 5, answer is not 12. Why not 2? If we multiply this 3 and 2, we get what? 6. We don't get 12. For example, if like 3 multiply, what is the result actually? Okay, for example, 12 by okay, another example like 12 by 6. Tell me what is the result. Simply, what is the box? What is the value of this box? 6 multiply box equals to 12. If we just put in any value, if we get our 12, then this is the consider, or this is answer, right? You know this kind of logic. So in the same case, sir, consider in the same case. Okay, just in the same case, consider. So now our expression, what is our expression? 0 by 0, na? 0 by 0. So can I say like this way? Now tell me 0 into 1. What is the answer? Answer is, okay, first of all tell me, let me consider 0 by 0. What is the value? Consider the box now. Okay, so now tell me 0 multiply box. Okay, we want to get 0 now. Just multiplying 0 and this box, we want to this upper part, this 0. Now tell me, what value should I put here? What value should I put here? If I put 1, certainly 0 multiply 1 equals to 0. This is correct. So can I say the answer is 1? Yeah, why not? If I put here 2, can I say 0 multiply 2 equals to 0? Yeah, certainly. So the answer will be also 2. Can I keep here 3? So certainly the answer is also 3. So there are so many values, right? So if you got this point, this expression generates multiple answer, multiple results. So also this kind of expression is considered as what? Is considered as what? Is considered as indeterminate form. Most of us think like this way. uh, 0 divided by 0 means, we know like 0 by 4 equals to what? 0. 0 by 3 equals to what? 0. If upper part is 0, then the result equals to 0. So most of you say the result is equals to 0. Yeah, maybe the result may be 0. No, I'm not telling the result is not 0. Maybe there is a chance of being 0, right? No problem. Even most of the people consider like this, like 2 by 2 equals to what? Okay, 1 na? 4 by 4 equals to what? 1 na? Like 3 by 3 equals to what? So most of the people just they say only 1. This is not only 1, there are multiple values. Yeah, there is maybe a chance of 1 na? So I hope you got this point, why this expression is considered as indeterminate na? Because this expression are having multiple results now. So this kind of expression, or this 0 by 0 is considered as what? Considered as indeterminate. Okay, now let me ask uh, okay, now let me discuss another expression. For example, 0 to the power 0. What is the answer? Or what is the result? Just think 1 minute. Okay. For example, okay, before that, for example, 4 to the power 0. Can I write like this way? Can I write like this way? 0 equals to, I hope this is visible now. Okay. So can I write like this way? For 0 equals to 1 minus 1, 2 minus 2, 3 minus 3, anything you can write 1 minus 1. Okay. So can I write like this way? 4 to the power 1 by 4 to the power 1, or if I write here 2, 0 means 2 minus 2 now, 3 minus 3, 4 minus 4. Okay, anything is fine. If I write 2 minus 2, then we should keep here 2 minus 2. Okay, already we know this kind of logic. Leave this one. So now focus on 0 to the power 0. What is the answer actually? First of all, consider this 0 is okay. Can I write like this way? 0 equals to 1 minus 1. Yeah, certainly. Then just I'm writing like this way: 0 to the power 1 by 0 by 0 to the power 1. 0 to the power 1 means what? 0 to the power 1 means certainly 0. 0 0 to the power 2 means what? 0 multiply 0 into 0 na. 0 to the power 3 means what? 0 into 0 into 0 na. So 0 to the power 1 means what? Only 1 0, right? So answer is 0 divided by 0. So now tell me, what is the answer? What is the answer of 0 by 0? It is an indeterminate form. It is an indeterminate form, not undefined. Undefined is another term. Okay. Also, meanwhile, also let me clarify what is undetermined. So I hope before that, I hope you got this point. What is the value of infinity minus infinity? What is the value of 0 divided by 0? And now you got this point. What is the value of uh, 0 to the power 0? This is also an indeterminate form. Okay, but what is the concept of undefined actually? Let me explain this one very briefly. Okay, consider Okay, consider 5 by 0 or your favorite one 1 by 0 now. If I asked you 1 by 0, most of you say, what? This is infinity now. Not infinity, whatever, leave this one. Okay, they consider this kind of expression like 1 by 0, 5 by 0. Now tell me, what is the result? Let me assume the result is box. So our assumption is we will put something here like 0 multiply box now, so that we get 5. Here we should keep something. What is the result? What is the result of this expression? If I put here 1 and if I get the value 5, then this is our result, right? Okay, now tell me, or consider this expression. Okay, let me stick here. Consider, tell me any value, can me tell me any value, so that if I multiply it with 0, result will be 5. Tell me any value, right? Any value, so that if I multiply if I multiply it with 0, then I get the value 5, or your favorite example 1 by 0 now. So consider this is the box. Tell me any value, or 1 into 1 multiply box equals to, this is 0 now. Sorry, this is 0 multiply. Okay. Okay, 0 multiply box equals to 1. Now tell me any value. If I put this value here like 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever your value, then I get 1. Is there any value? Tell me, just think a little second. Is there any value? There is no value now. There is no value. There is no value, right? There is no value. If I put here, then I will get 1. Why? Because if I put here 1, what will be the result? 0. 0 multiply anything 0. If I put here 5, what will be the result? 0 only. We are not getting 1 or we are not getting 5 anyhow, right? So there is no value. There is no value now. This term is considered as undefined, right? Undefined. Okay. Hopefully you got this point. What is the concept of term of undefined? So what is the value 1 by 0? This is not infinity. This is undefined only. Now leave this one. I hope you got this point. Okay. Even if you don't get anything, just you can ask your doubts in the comment below. Okay, now let me explain this one also. So here there are, in this case there are multiple values. Now we cannot determine the exact value, so we are considering indeterminate, right? There are multiple values, but we cannot determine only one value, among multiple values. So we are calling this kind of form as indeterminate form. I hope the term is very clear to you. So now let me explain, for example, one more thing. Okay, like infinity minus infinity. Now let me explain another expression. Okay, like infinity by infinity. What is the result? What is the result of infinity by infinity? Just consider this logic. Like if I asked you infinity by 1 equals to what? Like 1000 by 1, what is the result? Certainly 1000, no? 1000. So infinity by 1 equals to what? Infinity. Certainly you will reply infinity. If I asked you, so can I write like this way? Just I'm interchanging, nothing more than this. Okay. So infinity by infinity equals to 1. Can I write like this way? Yes, why not? If I asked you in the same case, infinity by 2, what is the answer? Certainly, boss, you will reply infinity. Can I write like this way? Infinity by infinity equals to 2. In the same case, you are observing the expression infinity minus infinity also have multiple values, right? Like 1, 2, 3, dot, dot, dot. So now you tell me, what is the value of infinity by infinity? It is 1, 2. No, it is also an indeterminate form. I hope you got this point, huh? So up to now we discussed four indeterminate expression: infinity minus infinity, 0 by 0, infinity by infinity, 0 to the power infinity. Okay, so now let me explain one more expression. For example, let me write here now. It will be better if I write here. I hope the text are visible to you. Okay, consider this is our number 5. If I asked you, boss, for example, 0 multiply infinity, what is the answer? What is the answer? You know your logic. 0 multiply any value. Yeah, any value. 0 multiply any value. The result is false. The result is 0. Also, you know another concept. infinity multiply anything, also infinity now. So here, these two concepts are fighting. Can I say fighting? Yeah. The result may be zero or the result may be infinity. What is the condition or term of indeterminate form? If any expression produce more than one result, then this kind of expression is considered as indeterminate form. So now tell me here, zero wants this expression, zero wants to make the result as zero, but the infinity wants to make the result what? Infinity. Yeah? So can I say this expression also considered as indeterminate form? Yeah, certainly. Why? Because these two concepts are fighting each of them now. Okay, I hope you get this point. If you are unable to understand anything, just let me know in the comments. Okay, for example, let's focus another expression like expression number 6. If I asked you, for example, just focus on here, 1 to the power infinity, or just focus before that. If I asked you what is the value of infinity to the power 1, what is the value of infinity to the power 1? Certainly was. It's quite common sense now. 2 to the power 1 means what? 2 na? 3 to the power 1 means what? Only 3 na? So what is the answer? Infinity only na? Only one value. So this is not what? This is not indeterminate form or indeterminate expression. So infinity to the power 1 na? Okay. So if I asked you the same question, like 1 to the power infinity, 1 to the power infinity. Now tell me what is the answer? What is the answer of 1 to the power infinity? Just just consider, not 1, not 1. 1 to the power infinity. Yeah, you are thinking that certainly 1. What is our logic? What is our logic? Sir, we know, for example, 1 to the power 5 means what? 1 multiply 1 multiply 1 multiply 1 multiply 1 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's fine. 1 to the power 1000 means what? Certainly 1 multiply 1000 time, right? 1000 time. Okay. So what will be the answer? Answer will be certainly 1. Yeah, it's okay. In the same case, 1 to the power infinity. What about the large? No problem. 1 to the power n means we know 1, right? But in mathematics, the base is not always 1. For example, the base may be 1.0000. What is okay? If I asked you 1.001, you never say 1.00000001. You say what? Only one only. So here, just focus on this one. The internal logic here, the base is not exactly 1, but equivalent to 1 now. So if the base is close to 1, and if I put here, for example, 1000 or more large values, now can you tell me, is this result is 1? No, this result is not 1. You can check this result is not 1, some large value, right? Some large value. Okay now, for example, so in the same case, I hope you got this point. 0 point like 99999. This is also what? This is also 1 now. This is also 1, right? This is also 1, equivalent to 1, right? So if I put here, for example, some large value, right? What will be the result? You can check, equivalent to 0, equivalent to 0. But if the base here, this is the base now, this is the exponent. If the base is exactly 1, then answer will be 1, no doubt. But in mathematics, base is always not 1, close to 1. For this purpose, the mathematicians are considered as this form are having also multiple value, sometimes 0, sometimes a large value, sometimes 1. So this expression is considered as also indeterminate form. Just keep in mind this concept, right? I hope you got this point. Why indeterminate? I repeat once more time. If the base is exactly 1, then the answer is 1. But most of the case, we are keeping, for example, 1.00001. We are considering the base is 1, but this is not 1, almost 1. Whatever, leave this one. Most actually, this expression is considered as what? Indeterminate also, right? Indeterminate. Okay. Now let me consider another expression. For example, if I asked you, okay, like 0 to the power infinity, or if I asked you infinity to the power 0, now tell me what is the answer. Meanwhile, let's check just is it is recording or not. Yeah, it's recording, whatever. So if I asked you 0 to the power infinity or infinity to the power 0, now consider first of all infinity to the power 0, but okay, before that let me explain 0 to the power infinity. What is the value of this expression? Simply was consider 0 to the power 3. What is the answer? Means what? First of all, means what? 0 multiplies 0 multiplies 0 now means 0. 0 to the power 5, 0. There are 5 zeros now. Okay, so what will be the result? 0 only. 0 to the power 1000. What is the result? 0 multiply dot dot 100 1000 times, right? So what is the result? Result is also 0. In the same case, 0 multiply infinity, any large number, whatever. So what will be the result? The result will be the 0. I hope you got this point. What is the value of 0 to the power infinity? Now, focus on this infinity to the power 0. What is the answer? So, our expression number 7 is what? Infinity to the power 0. Infinity to the power 0. Now, tell me. First of all, let me explain what is the value of infinity to the power 0. We already know 0 to the power infinity means what? 0. Then what is the value of infinity to the power 0? Okay, we can explain like this way. For example, here there are two cases now. In this case, there are two concepts are fighting each other now. Are fighting each other. One concept 0 multiply something means what? 0. Infinity multiply something means what? Infinity. Two concepts are fighting now. Are fighting. So there are more than one result. So we are calling this expression as what? Indeterminate expression. Yeah. Concept is same here. Like if I asked you, for example, 5 to the power 0 equals to what? 1. Like 6 to the power 0 equals to what? 1. 7 to the power 0. Any value to the power 0 equals to 1. Like 100 power 0 equals to what? You will say 1. So here, the tendency of the power 0 wants to make the result shrink to 1. Result makes to 1, right? This is the concept. This is the idea of the power 0. But here, consider the base is also large. The large base want to make the result also more, right? Also more. Means there are two concepts. Here there are two concepts. For power 0, for exponent 0, the result wants to be 0, wants to be what? 1. But for the base, for the large base, the result wants to be more, not 1, more than 1, more than 1, more than 1, any kind of value, whatever, any value, but any large value also. So two idea are fighting each other, so here can you tell me there is no exactly one answer? We cannot say the answer is 100% one, we can say. So mainly the mathematicians are considered as this expression also as what? Also as indeterminate. I hope you got this point. If you also know limit or other concept, so you can understand also even more better why this kind of, why the answer is like this way, or why this expression is considered as indeterminate. Just I try my best to give you some internal logic, right, without any limit concept also. Okay, here why? Let me repeat once more time. Each two concepts are fighting each other now. Okay, leave this one, like expression number 5. Whatever the sequence, leave this one. I hope so. This 7 expression, uh, like first of all, let me take 0 by 0, 0 to the power 0. Then I can take infinity minus infinity, infinity by infinity, like what? 1 to the power infinity. Then what? Infinity to the power 0. Then another expression like 0 to the power 0 multiply infinity now. Or 0 multiply infinity. Okay, here 0 multiply infinity, 0 multiply infinity. So this 7 expression is considered as what? Can you tell me this 7 considered expression considered as indeterminate expression? I hope you got this point. Why this expression is considered as indeterminate expression, and what is the logic behind this, right? Okay. Even though if you don't get anything, you can ask me in the comment. I'll try my best to response. Okay. Okay, see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, and please wait. Don't forget to share with your friend who are making mistake, right? Frequently they are making mistake. Please share this video with your friends, right? Okay, see you in the next video. Goodbye.